Hello. I don't know if this is working. Yeah, it appears to be. Good. Well, excuse the chaos behind me. I was sorting cupboards out and getting things down my garage because I've now got a garage to store stuff. And as I'm emptying the cupboards out and that and doing stuff, my neighbour needed his injection pump belt changing, so I was timing it up and I went a little bit too far, went round the back, went to push the camper, his van, which he's converting into a camper as well. Went to push his van and there was a huge crack, like a stone hitting a windscreen hard, followed by a sort of poppy, dislocated, twangy sensation, followed by this huge surge of heat, followed by, oh shit, I can't walk. And yeah, and now I've got this rather weird contraption I've got to wear for 2 months. And has put things on hold a little for the camper van, unfortunately. Things will be back on track soon. I bought because my jigsaw was, well, I've got two. One was well beyond its best. It's screw type, really, really old Black & Decker. Still probably the better one out of the other two. But yeah, it just keep loosening off, and that is a pain. And it's too old. And I had another Black & Decker one, which it's just, I've never gone with it. It's always been absolutely awful thing. It just don't seem to, something's off kilter, so it just don't cut in a straight line. Even if you put it up against a bit of wood, it's the blade it's just fucked. So I treated myself to, what is that, an Autobot or something? I don't know. But yeah, 22 quid off Amazon, a 550 watt Deco new jigsaw, and it's got the guide, which I thought, well, I'd save me clamping a bit of wood up against it. So yeah, that's for the cupboard fronts, because I've decided some baboon with white paint. I can get the paint off, but it's just not worth the hassle. So I bought some expensive quality MDF, Cadder wood or something like that it's called, but some quality MDF anyway, 12mm. I bought some white edging strip. I was going to get grey edging strip, but still, I've got white now. So yeah, I've got white edging strip. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to trace out the old cupboards, mark out the hinges and where the hole is for a clicky bit, and basically cut new ones out of the MDF. And then I've got some Fablon. I've got quite a lot. I've got some grey marble, which I think I'm going to do the cupboard fronts with. I've got some wood effect, which I think I'm going to do the cupboard backs with for the inside. And there should be another, and I think that's the rosewood, which I think I'm going to do something with. I'm not sure. I'm so tossed up between which one to use on the cupboard fronts. Oh yeah, rosewood, I thought, yeah. So I think I'll use this for a cupboard. No, this one for a cupboard and this one for the worktops. So I've got rosewood sort of worktop. Not actually a lot in them when you look at them, but yeah. And like I say, for the inside of the drawers and that, I thought I'd just go for that. Initially, I was going to use that on the outside, but I thought to myself, it probably looked more period using that on the outside. But then I thought, something that I think that'll brighten it up and make it look a lot more modern than that, using the grey. So yeah, I'm going to use the grey. That's my decision. Let me know if anyone think I'm making the wrong one. anyway, it's just a little update to what's going on. I'm actually gonna concentrate on maybe doing some lives while I'm doing the camper, and actually try and do some videos of the progress. I've got the alternator off. I had a bit of trouble getting I didn't have trouble. A 55 amp alternator, which is the right one for a van, is like 110 to 130 and then 200 and something quid. Cheapest obviously being 110 quid I could find. Anyway, I was cross-referencing and blah, 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 blah. And then I came across a 1.7 diesel Astra, because mine take the smaller diesel Astra one. Same apparently. A CF2 2 litre. What is it? Cam in head engine, CIH. Anyway, I come across a 1.8 and I thought, you know something? That actually looked like it's got the same mountains and that. And that's 70 amp, not 55. Of course, that says that don't fit my van and everything. Anyway, that was 69, well, 70 quid. So I ordered that one. And yeah, I've measured it all. Everything's exactly the same, mountain-wise and that. So I've now got an upgrade. So I've now got a 70 amp Delco Remy alternator for nearly, well, it is half the price of a 55 amp, which is the right one for. So I have a feeling what they've done, they've had so many of these, and because they're sort of specific to a 1.7 diesel, basically, it looks like that's one of the only ones they fitted it on, or on a 2 litre caliber or something, GSI. But yeah, I suppose because that's so niche in marketing, normally they do exchange reading the leaflet on it, but this is just a straight 70 quid and you get the alternator. It's got the date of 02/03/11 on it. So what made me think is they got so many of these things in stock, they just want to get rid of them now. So yeah, they're just selling them off. So yeah, I think 70 quid is a good price. I mean, it's not brand new, it's fully reconned. Everything's been new inside. I mean, they all look really good, new bearings and everything you want. I mean, who cares? It does the job. And yeah, like I say, as long as it's got new bearings, new rectifier and everything, by the look of it, all the electrics are good and stuff. So yeah, that should, like I say, it's an upgrade. I've now got a 70 amp alternator instead of a 55, and for half the price. So I'm quite pleased with myself for finding that. Apart from that, like I say, a bit held up. I can't do as much as I wanted to. But yeah, we will. Sorry, there's a dog running loose. Rodney, one of my dog's friends, looking for Poppy. She ain't out at the moment, no. Anyhow, I will, like I say, I will be doing some videos. I'm hoping to get back on track. I mean, I'll make some covered fronts up and that. In the meantime, I should be okay to do that once I get myself organised. I'm still a bit achy and throbby at the moment. 8 weeks I've got to wear this boot for. And then after that, I've got a long rehabilitation, apparently. But at least I'll be pleased when I can drive. So, yeah, 2 months. And I should be able to start cracking on a bit more with the camper. I'm a bit disappointed because I wanted to get a lot done. But I will do what I can in the meantime. And like I say, it's a project. I'm going to try my best to keep it interesting. It probably won't be, but it's also not mainly for views or YouTube and that. It's documentation, so I can see what I've done and what it's like now and what it's going to be like when it's finished. And I'm not after, I'm not one of these people who's going to nut and bolt restore it and get it perfect. Not my intention. I just want it usable, which is far from at the moment. So yeah, I just want it usable and respectful looking, so I can roll up in a campsite or whatever, and no one's gonna go, "Oh my god, what the hell is that thing?" Which, if you open the door, you certainly would at the moment. But anyhow, thank you for watching. Hopefully things will start ticking over again soon. And I'm now going to back to cooking my. Well, do I have chili or do I have bolognese? I think I'm going to do myself a chili. So I'm going back to cooking my chili, and I will do some updates soon. Please like and subscribe if you do feel inclined to. Like I say, she's a CF2 1986. She becomes tax and MOT exempt in April under the UK legislation, even though technically she was 40 years old in January, according to a registration document. And she is a campervan build from New Rolex, because that's registered as a campervan. So have fun, and I will catch you soon. If anyone does watch this, thank you for watching.